Elilela umama walila umwana elilela umama wamthatha wambeka ezandleni kwathi-ke kalongenzonke kwakukho intombazanana ngamali ngabayendiya esiqoshiqoshusa siqova esikasigweqe umzukulwana kamamanjwa le ntombazanana yayihlala kugomboze ithi rhoqo ngeemini zehlobo ityelele umamanjwa umakhulu wayo kwiilali zasebhila engqushwa wayemyala rhoqo umakhulu wakhe athi noba bindiyendelo kodwa uzondincede ukanye ulinge unzelele ungene ekhaya ngaphesheya kwatyuwa kukho umgidi kwaxhelwa ziibhokhwe zigusha zinkomo zinkukhu abantwana abaninzi babaleka ngqebu yamqabela ngaphesheya sesilapho ke nesixutshuxutshu sasixova esinezigweqe umzukulwana kamabanjwa unomayendiya
Hey.
Thulandwano mazofika alandulando wesizwazonke Thulandwano mazofika alandulando wesizwazonke Thulandwano mazofika alandulando wesizwazonke Thulandwano mazofika alandulando wesizwazonke
Mr. Prince Amaswani. Mr. Leader Skakani. Mr. Zakila Silmani on trumpet and keyboard. Mr. Benjamin Jeffter on double bass. And Mr. Ayanda Sikade on drums. If Ben Galiba sound, you would have heard some really beautiful stories about how all of this comes together. I think what really underpins it though is we've been talking about brotherhood as a technology, and that doesn't make sisterhood less of a technology. But a technology in a sense of feeling each other and being able to communicate musical ideas using this very sophisticated technology of wireless connection, and thinking about each other and caring about one another, loving each other. So these are some of the things that over the years have been kind of central to us. And we've been thinking about sounds as a result of healthy friendships, healthy communities. So the focus essentially is less on the music, but like the being. And hence, you know, the violation of the being for us is a central issue. And in thinking about why we're here as well, it connects with the notion of uNomkhubulwane. And we're thinking about, you know, the being uNomkhubulwane, the womb. We're thinking about water as a language. We're thinking about how uNomkhubulwane kind of signals and indexes abundance at a time where, you know, when people think about this part of the world, it's just unbelievable how they would be thinking about some kind of aid. Like, I'm going to Africa. I'm like, where? Yeah, we're going to Africa. We're going to find out the details. Okay. You know, man, I can't wait to get there and help people. Wow. What an itinerary. So this is a very interesting thing in the ways, of course, that locates histories of being seen as subhuman or non-being. And all of these things, so there's a sense in which, like, when we gather in these spaces, we're trying to deal with this very peculiar biography of the Black subject. And we're seeking ways of really reclaiming our own being, our own vitality. And so this is why the communal is the place that we return to. And so when we return to the communal, we're making all of these invitations for a kind of escape, if you may, a way of just living in another world that's really not affected by any of these things that we're mentioning. But this world is the intangible, this world is the ineffable, this world is the unspeakable. And so there's a language to it, and it really departs from silence. And so in asking for us, ukwethula umsindo, and this heaviness. And it's interesting, of course, the etymology that just exposes itself in a sense of umsindo, as in this heaviness, nokuthula, as in relieving yourself of it. So this is like some of the things that we are proposing. And Nomkubulwane is really the engine that drives this project currently. And of course it coincides with this month we're in. And also, I mean, like, you know, a month for women, really. So there's a sense as well in which Nomkubulwane produces another place, an ongoingness of rethinking about the place of a mother. And this place is a place again that we return to as kind of like rebuilding the being. So when we're growing up, kube khona umuntu owenza okubi emphakathini, kuthiwa loya akaseyena umuntu. And so our cosmology suggested that the one that does bad is temporary, kind of not a human being. And so these things suggest that there has to be a vehicle that assigns us back to the being, and this ontology and this rhythm of being. And so Nomkubulwane is an opportunity to return to the womb. And I've been talking again to the brothers about this, and that the difficulty of a man against all of this history and how it affects everybody, but particularly men, and thinking about migrant labor, dysfunctionality in a black home, and how most of us grow without a reference of really a father. And I recall in my own biography, you know, eventually having these kids at my home, and I was like, do I know how to be a father? Let alone do you know how to be a husband? So these are some of the things, this opportunity to return to the womb of Nomkubulwane and be recreated. So this is really some of the things that we are proposing. And in dealing with such critical subjects, of course, Stelindlebe. Thokozani.